What is going on, guys? KD Arsenal 141 here, and we are back with another commentary. So, in this commentary, as the title suggests, we're gonna be talking about don't let streamers and or YouTubers tell you what games to like. So, a lot of times, people will say this game is trash or this game is mid. I hate that word. People always using that word mid. Like, who created that word? Like, Like literally mid. That's mid. That's trash. Like literally, people would say Monster Hunter or A Plague Tale Requiem is trash. Those are 10 out of 10 games. If you're any good, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, having your opinion swayed. So if like all the top streamers or YouTubers or whatever are playing the game, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this game is lit. This game is 10 out of 10. This game is game of the year, gaudy." But if YouTubers and streamers are not playing that game, they're like, "This game trash. Ain't nobody on Steam playing. The Steam numbers is down. Ain't nobody playing this trash. Ain't nobody playing this trash." Like for instance, you would think, not that many people are playing Call of Duty if you looked at the Steam numbers, but on the PlayStation numbers, 5 million people are still playing this game. Now, I'm not gonna say this is the best Call of Duty. It's not. I've been playing since COD 4. It's not. It's not. It's absolutely not the best Call of Duty. I'm not gonna defend it any kind of way, but I'm a Call of Duty fan, so I like any Call of Duty. It really doesn't matter. The only one I didn't play was Infinite Warfare. So yeah, just in general, uh I'm just a Call of Duty fan. So I do have that bias. But I won't defend it. Uh Games like Last of Us, obviously, is a 10 out of 10. Last of Us 2, people gave that game a low score just because they was mad at, spoiler alerts if you haven't played Last of Us 2. I'm pretty sure you have. But spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, Joel died. So like that is not a reason to give a game a low score or say a game is trash. There was some other things in Last of Us 2, but Last of Us 2 was a great game. It really was. No, nobody was happy that Joel died, but the game did exactly what it was supposed to do. It's supposed to make you hate the villains of the game. It was supposed to make you hate, and that it did. You cannot say a game is bad just because your favorite character, dang, he's camping in that corner. Just because your favorite character dies in a game, or just because something happens that you don't like. Now you can have a personal opinion, you're entitled to, but Last of Us did not get a fair shot. It was kind of leaked and stuff like that. You know, um, and overall, I feel like that was just totally unfair. We got flanked by that guy. Here we go, daily challenge. Okay, another game, Outer Worlds 2, Stranded Deep. Those games got terrible scores, but I've played Outer Worlds 1 and 2. Those are amazing games. You get to dive into politics, not in that way, but you get characters where you have like corporations, different kind of governments, anarchy, capitalist, communist, corporatocracy, all that kind of stuff. And you get to like do space travel and like detective work, mysteries, and things like that. It's a really fun game, and you get to choose what faction you side with, who you help, and major decisions can either make or break cities or corporations, or you could be part of the rebels or whatever, or you could just go against everybody and just be a lone mercenary. Outer Worlds is really good, but people gave Outer Worlds not too good of a score. Um, you know, Another game is Stranded Deep. Now, Stranded Deep does not have the best graphics. And every game doesn't need to have the best graphics. It really doesn't. It really does not. Um, the game though is fun. You literally get dropped off on an island and have to survive and have to read a real map that's randomly generated for you to escape. And so basically you have to chop down trees, you have to build a boat, build shelter, build something to filter water, build something to cook, and you have to fish uh around, in order for you to eat. You got coconuts and stuff like that you gotta do. You can get sick, you can get poisoned. There's like wild hogs, snakes, and sharks. And there's even like boss fights. There's a great eel, a great squid, a great shark, and there's something else that you fight in that game. And that game is a terrific game. You have to island hop and you have to pay attention to your map because you will get lost. You will literally get lost if you don't, because each island is like its own world. So everything else will be beyond the horizon. So you literally have to take a picture of the map for Stranded Deep and find out where you started and use a compass to go in that direction and say, okay, I need to go west because that's where my island is, and leave some kind of symbol so that when you ride up on your island, you make sure it's the right one. And you got to stay hydrated and eat on the journey. And sometimes the journey is longer than others. And then, based on the rollout of your map, it may take you longer and you may have to scavenge more islands for all of the pieces that you can acquire in order to escape. I don't want to spoil that, but you can you eventually, to beat the game, to try to survive the island. And there's some other stuff you can build too. You can grow food. You can really like build like a whole settlement, honestly. um so it's stuff like that, for instance, that just gets overlooked. I'm sure you guys in the comments could probably say some other games that got overlooked that were good. And uh when it comes to being influenced as well, there's games that I have liked and I have watched reviews or heard what streamers said, and it kind of soured my taste for the game. But I really liked the game. I was excited for it. But because of, another person's opinion, it was like, you know, it kind of soured my taste. And even if I liked the game, I still had that in the back of my mind, like that somebody said it was trash, and that's why I'm making this video. Like, don't let nobody, no YouTuber, no streamer, or no analytics tell you what a game is good. If you truly excited for a game, be excited for that game. If you truly think that game is good, even if the whole planet is like that game is trash, but you like that game, play it, enjoy it, and don't let nobody ruin your experience overall. Like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys on the next one.